welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Patience Best and I am back with another video. So in today's video we'll be making a plantain moi moi. So if you are interested to know how I make this plantain moi moi, just sit still as we go through into the cooking. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys the simple and easiest way I make plantain moi moi without making use of plantain flour. So if you are interested to know how I make this, just keep watching as I take you through step by step on how to achieve this. But before I start, if you are not yet a subscriber, please do well to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you find this video helpful, I will appreciate that a lot. So without wasting much of your time, let's get quickly into business. So as you can see, all I have here is my ripe and unripe plantain. So I went ahead to peel off the back. You can choose either of them, but it is best made with both ripe and unripe. If you have your unripe flour plantain, you can use that instead of the unripe plantain, but basically you will need that ripe plantain for the sweetness. So I went ahead and peeled both the ripe and unripe plantain in order to prepare for the cooking. So after shredding the back of my ripe and unripe plantain, I went ahead and cut them into smaller chunks so they can be able to fit into my blender, as this is going to be blended. So if you don't have a blender, you can still take it to a commercial grinder so they can help you grind this into a pulp. So I have mine chopped, the ripe and the unripe plantain. I chopped them together, set aside for the cooking. So after this, I went ahead and prepped every other stuff which I'll be using to prepare this plantain porridge. So on here are the display of all the ingredients which I'll be using for this plantain moi moi. As you can see here, I have my plantain. Here is the sliced cut of the ripe and the unripe plantain. Here is my diced onions. Here also is my pepper. I have red oil, crayfish, and the brown crayfish. I also have my boiled egg and my bell pepper. So here I will go ahead to blend the plantain, the ripe and the unripe plantain into a blender, tossing in the bell pepper, the onion and crayfish, adding a little water to blend it. Do not make the mistake of adding too much water, cause your plantain will become very runny. As this plantain is very soft, you don't want to add too much water while blending it. Just add little amount of water. If it gets thicker, you can always add water later, but be very mindful of the water you are adding. So once I add, I will go ahead and blend this into a pulp. So after blending, I pour it out into a bowl and continue with the rest of the remaining plantain that is still yet to be blended. So I will go ahead and blend the remaining plantain, and always remember, do not add too much water while blending your plantain, so your plantain moi moi will not go bad. Always be mindful of the water you are adding into your mixture, so your plantain will not go very running and it will be very hard for the plantain to thicken up while cooking. So after blending, I pour the other plantain into the bowl and give it a very good mix. While mixing yours, don't add too much water because it will make it not come out nicely. So when making your plantain moi moi, this is not like a beans which you can add more and more water. So be mindful of the amount of water you're adding into yours while mixing. So at this point, I will go ahead and dissolve my seasoning cubes with warm water, then add into the blended mixture, followed by the oil and salt to taste. After adding all these, I will give it a very good mix to make sure everything is well incorporated. And after that, I'll also check for salt and know if the mixture still need a little bit of spice. So for cooking the moi moi, you'll be needing a plate for steaming in a boiling pot of hot water, or you can use natural leaf method if you have access to it. But if you don't have access to it, feel free to make use of what is available at your disposal. Here I'm using my aluminium plate. So I went ahead and oiled the plate just to reduce the stickiness to the plate. So once all the plate is oiled, I went ahead to scoop the blended plantain mixture into each plate and it's ready to be cooked. So at this point, feel free to add anything to your moi moi, like smoked fish, meat, or even chicken, but I'll be using egg for mine. I got mine boiled, then cut them in halves and start placing them into the plate. So once all that is done, I got a big pot that will be able to contain the plate. So I poured in some water into the pot and placed a stainless steel rack in order to elevate the plate from the water. Then I started placing the plate gently into the pot. Always feel free to use other method at this point. You must not always use a stainless rack to elevate it, but I found out that this usually is very helpful and I use this method always. So once all the plates are placed into the pot, I will cover and cook for 40 to 45 minutes and my plantain porridge is ready. So if you have been watching this video up to this very moment, thank you very much. Thank you for watching up to this moment. I really appreciate you a lot more. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful, and leave a comment below. Let's know what your thoughts are on the comment section, and don't forget to share with your friends and loved ones. This might be helpful to someone, so don't forget to share. So see you guys on my next video. Till then, bye.